You see that Dewey John Jean? Hey,
That brown rice.
yo, my wife introduced me to that Dewey John Jean. That Dewey John Jean. That is mushroom rice. Hey, what's up, everyone? Our Wagwan. Welcome to the Jamaican Podcast. My name is Robbie, and this is my co-host,
Sasley and welcome. Saka Fit.
Saka Fetla.
Lit.
Yeah. So, all right. So we've been thinking about doing this podcast for quite a while. I'd say 4 to 3 years. But we had to go over the kinks. We had to do a little bit of study and understand what we'll be talking about. We're about to cover almost all topics, but focus on a lot of cultural stuff between our cultures.
Yeah, like he say, and I'm also from Haiti and he's from Jamaica,
Yes.
as everybody know.
Real
You can
place.
tell by our accent.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So we met 3 years ago in the gym. Because as you see, we're a little bit built, you know what I mean? We try our best to stay in shape. We encourage a fit lifestyle. However, people that are not into the overly fit lifestyle, please don't take this as a shot. But as wealth. So to all my folks out there that, doesn't understand what I'm trying to say is that, listen, we're not trying to force anyone or convince anyone. But as I said, we'll cover all the topics. All the topics mean health, food, dance, party culture, you know what I mean? Whether it's the guyad, the boom 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 that everybody know Jamaica for, the dancehall vibe, we'll cover that as well. You get what I'm saying? Now we'll cover travel, etc., etc. Because trust me, you're gonna want to be here and stay tuned with us.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, I don't know why people don't like the gym, going to the gym. The gym is the best thing that can happen to somebody's life. Working out, like feel the pump, the pain, the adrenaline. That's everything. To be honest.
Hey, it's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. It's a beautiful thing.
That's when I met Robbie over here. As soon as we met each other, like we become like brothers now.
Yeah, we
We
click.
work out every day. He pushed me. I don't lie. By myself, I'm lazy. With him, man, he make me work. I be
Right.
crying, bro.
Yeah, listen. One thing we can say is that we are a part of the 315 club when it comes to benching and this and that. However, if you can't bench 315, if we're covering gym, if you can't bench 315, don't go in there and damage yourself and embarrass yourself. I believe that we all supposed to get into the habit of understanding our body's limitations and expectations and understanding the gym and how it works. The lower you lift and conquer that weight, then you're able to go up. So my favorite exercise is not actually benching. However, my maximum bench that I've done so far is 325 pounds. I tried the 335 the other day, but I failed. Listen,
It's still good.
it's still
man.
good.
It's
You know,
still
I
good.
lifted off, brought it down, couldn't bring it back up. But hey, that's how it is. Sometimes, you know what I mean? It's understanding the technique and making sure you don't get injured. Because for me, ego lifting is never a thing, and I'm never going to do ego lifting. But you know how it is. You got to test the
The
limits.
question is, what your worst favorite exercise you like to do?
My worst exercise in the gym. Golly, squats. I'm just talking a regular squat. I love to do hack squats, goblin squats, etc., etc. But regular squats, listen, I'm 6'7", 230 pounds of lean muscle. My problem is this. I'm old right now. I'm getting to an age where when I go too low with my knees on a regular squat, I normally go 415 or so, but my knees creak.
For me in general, I just hate leg day. I don't like leg day.
Yeah,
I do not like leg
bro.
day.
Remember that day we got you trembling like
Bro, I
hell
was
heading out that gym?
I could even barely
Yeah.
walk after that workout.
Yeah, because when we go to the gym, what we do is we really push each other's limits, you know what I mean? And for me, I'm always like a coach when it comes to certain stuff because I have former background into sports, basketball in high school, um, and soccer, and mainly track and field. So basketball and track and field was my main thing. So I have an history of competing back in Jamaica. What kind of sports you played when you were growing up, Sassy, and what you loved?
Going out, I love playing like football.
American football
No,
or
I'm
football?
talking about
The
football,
real
football,
thing.
like, real
We're
football.
talking football,
Football.
right?
That's all I used to play. Like
Bruh.
I love it, man.
Wait, what you said? Whether bare feet on concrete or
But,
grass or
man,
chevron, whatever it is, it's
concrete,
football,
whatever. Like that's how much fun I love
bro.
it. But when it
It's
came to the
crazy.
US though,
Yeah.
I fell in love with the American football.
Okay. I've
'Cause-
never played American football
Yeah,
before, but
I played a little bit of it back in high school.
okay. Well, listen, all these years, for the past couple of years, what I've been hearing a lot, being that I'm this size, like I say, I'm 6'7", I got a 7'2" wingspan. I've always heard everywhere people see me, because of course I'm tall and athletic, they're like, hey, especially the men. American men love to talk about sports. And we live here in Florida, which is the home of the top American athletes.
That's true.
So every time a member of a country club or men at the Walmart or the Publix or whatever store it is, they'll come up to me, hey, you could have played tight end or you could have played wide receiver for such and such organization. And I'm like, yo, if only I had the opportunities. No shade on all the American football players, but for me, I don't think I'd utilize my brain cells that way. I love watching it.
No, they got it wrong
But-
though. The
Mm-mm.
sport they should say should be basketball. No, you would be good at basketball.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Every
But-
time I see them ask me that question, I'm
nobody
like,
wanna
why?
football, like head injury or that. But basketball definitely, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But with that said, we step into the next phase. You know what I mean? For me, it's like, in order to have strong body, you have to eat good.
Strong
So-
body and a strong mind.
When you met me, Sasley, what stood out when it comes to our culture? What's the food that you thought, like, hey, I wanted to try this?
Man, let me tell you, it was the oxtail and the beans. That's the only food I can think of. That's the first food you ever cooked for me, and I
Yes,
fell in love
sir.
with it right away.
Yes, sir.
I keep begging him to this day to give me that oxtail back and that
Bro.
beans, man.
Bro, you
Man,
gotta
this thing
understand.
amazing.
Oxtail and beans is an amazing Jamaican kind of staple. However, the thing about oxtail and beans is the oxtail. The oxtail is so expensive everywhere in the world. But we love cooking it because we know how to draw people in with that amazing cuisine from my culture.
But let me tell you about this. Not everybody can cook oxtail. I tried it outside. Man, it's not the same when you do it. It's like way different. Like the spice, the seasoning, everything. Like you taste everything. Outside is
Hey.
like it like dry. Like it's not the same.
Hey, respect for that, brother. Respect for that. Listen, my favorite food when it comes to the Haitian culture, listen, whether it's the lambi, which all Haitians hide that stuff from you, you know what I mean? When it comes to the lambi, all Haitians cook a big pot of that because in America they sell a box of it for like $100+, right? And these Haitians will cut it up so small with that lemon sauce and boom, boom, boom. And then guess what they do? They give you a little tubs, little cup, and then hide the rest of it from us.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's true.
My wife family do it all the time. And though I love her and I love them, Jesus Christ, Haitians and lambi.
Boy, you lucky they even give you enough.
See? That's what I'm talking about. In my
But
culture,
it's
we do.
good.
In my culture, we do a whole lot of different type of lambi. However, we don't call it lambi like y'all do. We just call it the original name.
So what you got?
If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, all right, I'm talking to everyone else outside of Haitian and Jamaican culture. Comment in this chat. Let us know, all right? Because lambi we would consider as kung. Kung, we do jerk kung, curry kung soup, foil roast kung. Yo, that lambi is fire. That's one of my favorite. But you see that Dewey John Jean? Hey,
That brown rice.
yo, my wife introduced me to that Dewey John Jean. That Dewey John Jean. That is mushroom rice. I'm not a big rice eater. And I must say, I've eaten so much rice all over this world, and I've eaten so much rice since I met my wife. You know what I mean? When it comes to the family, always gonna do some rice and the Haitian macaroni and
Bro,
cheese, and
that dude
you know what I
blanc
mean.
legging.
But when it comes to the best rice in the world, I know.
But it's that dude Jojo.
You know it is.
Everybody,
Listen,
bro. Everybody can say we lying, but it's that dude Jojo, man. It doesn't matter what culture. Like nobody can beat that rice. Nobody.
Yo, whether it's the Senegalese, the Nigerian, the Ghanaian, all them gonna come up to you and tell you it's what? Jollof rice.
Yeah, no.
No.
They lying.
And Jamaicans do have an amazing rice and beans, but it has nothing to compare with the number one rice in the world. When it comes to who cooks the best rice, it's the Dewey Jean.
But everybody knew that.
Hands down.
They just want to.
Hands down.
They just want to.
Jollof rice, mad respect. But Dewey Jean.
I won't be honest. I never tried that jollof rice. I don't even know what
it
tastes like.
Jollof rice.
I
is
never
good.
have it.
It takes a long time to cook, but it's an amazing rice to have. But like I say, bro, Dewey Jean.
But what you think about the Jamaican patty and the Haitian patty?
Jamaican patty is better. That's the truth, bro.
Nah.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, guess what?
No,
y'all do this.
No
y'all do
way.
this homemade crust, and you do
No
this.
way.
Listen, you ever taste a? Listen.
But
I know you haven't.
Party all day.
You do, but guess what? Y'all haven't been to Jamaica. You haven't been there yet, and I can't wait for all of us to go together. You know what I mean? The problem is what they're selling in the stores here in America, right? It's different. What they're selling in the stores here is not authentic, all right? Because most of the patties here that I see the labels, no company. I don't know these companies from Jamaica, and I'm Jamaican. They're selling Jamaican style patty. So y'all think you're buying authentic Jamaican patty. You see, when you come to Jamaica, Sasley, I'm going to give you a little patwa now. When you come to Jamaica, from a Jamaican audience, and my Haitian audience, and my Caribbean folks, you're going to get your juicy patty, your mother's patty. You're going to get your, what the next one name? TST's patty. And let me tell you, every one of them has the similarity when it comes to the texture of the crust. And then we have full house patty. When you open that patty up and you add melted Jamaican cheese or that American cheddar, and you slide some tomatoes and some lettuce inside of that, and bacon strips. Oh, what you talking about, bruv?
But it's the same thing with Haiti patty.
Yeah,
we don't have like one patty. We have multiple patty though.
That's true, but
you have to go to the motherland to get.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I respect y'all patty, especially the ones that y'all make when it comes to events and stuff. But the crust is always the thing that gets to me. You know what I mean? I love the filling.
Like in my opinion,
yeah,
like Haiti's like the when it comes to dishes,
yeah,
Haiti's number one. In my opinion, it's like it go Haiti, Jamaica, and then Africa.
Listen, hey,
but Haiti
you're Haitian with respect.
Like no joke, Haiti's
with respect.
When it comes to seasoning our food, all that food, the texture, the taste of it, Haiti's the best.
And I say Jamaica. I say Jamaica.
Hey,
tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think. Listen, this is gonna be a heated debate, but tell me what y'all think. But what I can say is this:
they know the truth.
What I can say is this: I love Haitian food, and my wife is Haitian, so that make me double the spice. You get what I'm saying? So with that said, I don't know, man. We just gotta leave it up to the people and see what they're saying. But when it comes to Haiti, what are some stuff that in your culture you'd like to see continue, but also the stuff that you'd like to just see your culture and your country get rid of? You know what I mean? Just try to make it better for everyone.
Probably the poverty.
Poverty?
Yeah. Cause it's really bad.
That's
like
big, man.
Like our government,
yeah.
Like they're really bad, man. They got like $3-something million house overseas, and then back in our country, people suffering, living in the street.
Yeah.
Like, bro, last time I've been to Haiti was like last year.
Yeah.
Cause my grandpa had to go to.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Man, it was not the same I used to. Like the capital, like you see all those stuff, people like begging, people like you see kids running around, and then I went where the government people stay at.
Yeah. It's all
Bro,
lights everywhere
oh
and
my
paved
god.
road and
I thought it was back in
yeah.
America. The houses over there,
Yes, yo.
and I'm like, wow, y'all living good, and then people suffering like, with
Yeah,
the
that's
people
not
money.
cool. That's not cool, people. Y'all need to do better. All right. Let me tell you, y'all need to do better. Government members,
But
y'all need to stop doing all
and
this
that
stuff. And
stuff,
I'm talking worldwide.
and that stuff I like to see continue. The carnival.
Carnival.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I used to be in
Yeah.
Haiti, young man, I got a lot of whooping for this carnival, but
Yeah.
I still go.
Hey,
I sneak out
listen.
the house and still go.
Yeah,
I know I'm
I
gonna get beat
understand.
up, but I still go. It's fun as hell.
Yeah, I remember when my wife and I started talking. I remember even, having family members going there when I was younger and stuff. Because I grew up, with a lot of people around. And I must say, when they were going there and we were going there young and stuff, bro, it was like, all right, it was dirt roads. You know what I mean? The light would get cut off certain time of the day. It's like,
Same
it,
here.
it was hard, man. It was rough. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, because for me growing up in Jamaica, the thing is this, listen, in the 80s and the 70s, I was born in the 70s. I was an 80 baby, like 80s. And the thing is, after in the mid to late 80s, there was almost light every single where, unless you're out of bound, like way far up in the mountains. Then over the 90s and the 2000s, everywhere had light, everywhere had water. Of course, if you're way up in the mountains, which is 7,450 feet, that's all the Blue Mountain Peak is, and it runs straight through the middle of the island. What happened is, sometime you'll get water at the pipes, sometime you won't, because of course, if there's not a lot of rain falling, then there's not
That's
enough pressure
true.
to push it uphill. But that's the difference between that I saw between Haiti and Jamaica. You see what I'm saying?
But
And of course, the poverty line, which, listen, we have places in Jamaica which have poverty line,
yeah, of
but
course.
our poor people, and this is always saying Jamaica, our poor people, it's a poverty because we're talking to a wide audience, but our poor people are the most stylish and bossy people in Jamaica. Let me tell you, every party, every pan we knock, them buy the latest clothes and the nicest stuff. And they'll be like, yo, on top of them things, but they'll be like, yo, we live in the garrison, but we're going to the best party and we're spending that money. So it's like sometimes you don't even know who to trust. You get what I'm saying when it comes to the
Same in
people in the
Haiti.
poor communities. You're like, damn.
Same in Haiti. They know how to
Yeah.
party too. Boy, they be dripped out nice. But I'm like,
and you live in poverty.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But you see them, you would think that that's people that have money.
Man. But yo, growing up though, I remember going to a few friends of mine that lived in the garrison, in the poorer areas. And I'm telling you, bro, when you step inside their houses, on the outside,
It look ugly.
it looks like poverty. Sheet metal fence or zinc fence, we call it in Jamaica. You know what I mean? All that bricks falling down, washing outside the back with in the tub and all that. But when you step inside the house, bro, you never see so many appliances. You never see the best bed and the best bedspread. All the furniture's in there, the break front or the china, they call it here. Bro, when I said well decked out, I'm talking inside of these houses are better than some mansions uptown. You understand? So sometimes, like I say, it's very tricky to judge people. Some people are born in the poverty line and they want to stay there because some of them like to feel like they're under, a certain duress so they can say, hey, I rise from this. And some just don't mind because guess what? Sometimes when I was growing up, it's the less bills you pay because you're in the ghetto. So you'll thief a little light or current, they call it, electrical power. You'll steal a little water. The water is cut off. They connect that back.
But this even electricity,
Bruh.
they steal it.
That's what I'm saying. So they didn't mind living underneath these guidelines where they're not spending on everything that they don't have to spend on, but they'll spend on the party and they'll spend on the furnitures in the house. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes to my upbringing personally, growing up in the hills of Stony Hill, St. Andrew, I remember going home on the summer holidays. When I say home, I'm talking around my mom or my dad, because they were separated um, early when we were young. Um, I remember when I was going home. We didn't have a cooking stove, a real stove in the house. You know what I mean? We didn't have a toilet in the house. You know what I mean? In our country, we dig a hole deep, a big hole, and build a wooden toilet around the back of the yard. We call it a pit toilet. You understand? And let me tell you this about the pit toilet. And then in the front of the house, we like maybe 20 yards, 40 yards, we'll build a smokehouse or a cookhouse, just like a stove, where you have your 4 bricks that make sure you can put the pots on so it doesn't fall off. And you push your wood fire so somebody has to go look wood, you understand, to chop up or break. Because if you can't afford coal, you know what I mean? You'd have to make sure that you get wood. And it would smoke the hell up out of you when you done cough just to light that fire, just to have food cook. And then in the night, worst thing, Sasley, in the night, say you want to go pee or do the number 2. Worst thing, brother. Outside dark, all you hear is owl.
Hey, let me tell you something. It's in Haiti. I do not go outside.
Yeah, we're using that pit toilet.
I ain't going. But like all jokes aside, like I literally pee in my bed. Like for me to go outside, I pee in my bed. Where I sleep.
Hey,
I pee in my bed. I ain't going back out. I ain't going outside.
Yeah, I remember this one occasion, and my wife and I were talking the other day, and it was crazy because I'm like, listen, I'm sorry, people, but it's a story that I know many men or mainly men go through. I was young, bro, and we went on this holiday, and we out there, and the pit toilet is outside. But around 2 a.m., everybody's sleeping. My dad grinding his teeth. You know what I mean? My sister, doing a little bit of the snoring thing. And I'm like, all right, want to pee, but I'm trying to hold it. Bro, about 4 in the morning, I'm still fighting this. But in my mind, I'm dreaming that I'm peeing at a tree stump, at a root. Sasley.
Hey, I know about them dreams. I know about them
dreams.
Bro, tell me.
Then I heard one of the relatives, I think it was my dad, that wake up and say, Junior, because I'm his junior, same name straight through. And man, the middle of the dream, that I dreamed that I'm peeing at a tree root, he called my name. And I woke up. I thought it was real. I had to grab the tip. Bruh. It's the craziest thing ever, bro. I had to grab the tip and bolt.
Oh, man.
I literally sprinkled myself, but I didn't full on, peed myself.
But you know the funny thing is?
But
those dreams would be the best dreams.
It'd be the best dream, bro.
It feels so good. It feels so good.
Listen, I know a lot of people hate talking about the truth on the matter of these stuff. But growing up the way we grew up, I know people that peed the bed. I peed the bed a little bit until I was, about 9? It happens. But I grew up in a coal community up in the hills, right? And I'm telling you, when I actually know I pee the bed is when the pee start getting cold. Yeah, man. I pee and this warm feeling.
You wet,
bro. When you pee the bed when you're young and you roll up into it, because the pee come out hot.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you're getting another last draw of the sleep, And then, say about 6 o'clock, the temperature change and the pee get warm. I'm sorry. But that's the time you get up and you try to hide the sheet, you hide the pillow, you hide the this, you hide the clothes.
I'm the first one who's up trying to get out.
Bro.
Trying to hide those clothes so nobody find out that I pee.
You don't want to get whooped. And our culture love to whoop.
My one never whooped me. She embarrassed me. She go outside like waving everything around.
Bro.
Oh, look how old it is, pee in the bed. Man.
Yes.
Haitian people, they will embarrass you.
Jamaican people the same. Wicked.
They will embarrass you.
What they used to do, when you pee the bed like that, bro, they have you bring out the mattress on your head to go put in the sun. That's the most embarrassing thing.
Oh my God. I remember I used to like that girl, right, where I was live at. She was like my neighbors. Man, I pee in the bed once. Man, my mom, My mom made me get the blanket,
Yeah,
everything.
bro.
Made me walk outside like to go and hang them. Like I could have hanged them like behind my house. She made me go outside to hang them outside so everybody can see me.
That's
And the girl
embarrassing, bro.
outside come look was going to school.
Yeah.
And then my mom call her over to come see. I'm like, man.
And
oh my God.
imagine at that time you may have even a little crush. You know what I mean?
But she was like,
and she's your neighbor.
I told you I like that girl.
See.
My mom told me, oh,
that's embarrassing.
He just wet his bed or that. I'm like, damn. I'm like,
Mommy,
that's crazy.
All the mothers,
That's
all the aunts, all the relatives that we used to live with or stay with, you guys needed to do better. Because all you did was set us up to look back at these stories and be like, damn. It was embarrassing at the moment, but these are the life experiences we're talking about. That, it's just fun when you look back at it and can smile about it. You understand?
It is.
I'm telling you. Listen, my wife loves to laugh at me when it comes to these conversations, because she'll say, oh, I never did. But it is. A lot of ladies not going to tell you what they did or did not do when they were young. You know what I mean? Because what they're going to do is hold on to that innocence. You know what I mean? For me, listen, it's one of them things. We understand that life is about experiences. Life is about understanding that when you can look back and laugh and say, hey, these were my upbringings. You understand? I used to dodge some broom. I used to dodge some washing brush in Jamaica. I used to dodge the bath, the wash tub. Because anything. I grew up in a children's home, 153 kids. 10 to my household, SOS in Stony Hill, Jamaica. And I can tell you this. Anything that lady grabbed when she's upset, if we don't wash our clothes on time, especially on the weekends before we go play football and all them stuff, they'll toss it at you. If they grab the broom, you possibly get the stick. If they grab the washing brush, you possibly get it in the back of your head. But this is how we were raised, bro. We didn't look at it as abuse and all them stuff back in the day. We were just
people over here see it as abuse, but it's not.
Don't tell me about it.
But I'm gonna tell you, bro.
A lot of them are soft.
I literally call my mom the sniper. She never miss.
Never miss.
Bro, everything she grabs, she throw at you, it going to hit you. It doesn't matter how you run like a snake, but it will hit you, I'm telling you.
Why not? Bro, I have scars in my head up till this day, You get me? People won't see it right now because, of course, you see my little, nice little dreadlocks. From you see me, you know I'm Jamaican. You know what I mean? Because I bleed Jamaican. I'm Jamaican 1,000%. All right? If you check my ancestry DNA, it's going to say 1,000% Jamaican. But I tell you, I got some bus head mark. We call them bus head. Because when the thing hits you, it bursts your head wide open. Bus head mark. Still got them scars. When I bald my head, my wife said she didn't know I got so much scars in my head until I bald it, bro.
Yeah, I got a lot of those in my body. I got so many beating. Man, I become numb. I got so used to it. I don't feel no pain no more from beating. I just like be standing there just sticking. I'm like, man. That's one thing about Haitian too. When they tell you not to do something and you go do it, nah. It's not gonna slide. It's like over here they tell a kid not to do something, they go right back to it. In Haiti, they tell you not to do something only one time.
This conversation that needs to be sparked, and a lot of times I know Americans will look at us and Europeans and all the first world countries will look at us, right? And think we're saying, beat the kid, beat the kid, beat the kid. No. We're trying to say to y'all that, listen, y'all say you were built on a Christian ideals and stuff, right? Yeah. We understand that scolding a kid is very important because even in the Christian ideal, it said, don't spare the child and spoil the rod. Because guess what? If I have a child that grew up with me, especially in America, and I say, all right, this kid is going all the bad. And I said, okay, keep doing the bad. And every time I see this kid doing bad, all I do is talk to the kid, punish. Oh, go turn your face to the wall. Yeah, I'll take away your laptop. I'll take away your tablet. I am not saying beating on the kid, but you have to create that love and fear. Don't try to be friends with the kid.
Yeah.
Be the one who leads, guide, and protect. Sorry, lead, guide, and protect. That's our job as parents, right? As leaders of the family. Because guess what happens now? That kid goes out, boy or girl, and I'm not gendering, I'm not putting this to a gender, but
Yeah.
boy or girl goes out, right? And that child became a menace to society, shoot up a school, stuff like this that I'm sorry, certain people don't want to talk about. The police is going to come to you after they lock you up if you scold your kid. They're going to come to you and ask you what the kid is into, what this, what that. Now, if you want me to leave the kid alone to raise himself or herself,
That's what's gonna
then
happen.
what you think is going to happen?
Exactly what's gonna happen.
Right? And I'm not saying that there aren't some kids out there that you don't have to scold, you don't have to do anything to, and they're just raised right. They're visual learners. They're just humbling themselves from they were born. But there are some kids you have to really scold. I was one of them kids. And if I wasn't scold, Sassy, if I wasn't scold, and if I didn't have mental health when it comes to going to counseling for 3 years during my teen years, maybe I could have been a menace to society. I could have chosen that life. But don't come and blame me, or don't come and look down on me and frown upon me as a parent when you tell me not to scold the kids and ask me when they do all these stuff, why are they doing it? You didn't do a good job. If you as the government want to raise the kids by yourself, when we have them, just take them and raise them.
Exactly.
Because that's what it's coming down to. Listen, tell me what you think about this in the comments, because I know that there's some people. I have some friends, like I say, I have some people and they're around me and they don't believe in schooling the kids. And some of them are devout Christians. And some of them are Haitis. And some of them are this and that. They're around you, whether it's in your workplace or whatever. So understanding the views and the dynamics is always important. But we are trying to have a better world. So,
I mean, religion has nothing to do with schooling your kid, to be honest. But over here, you cannot do it because the government going to get no way. People going to call police on you. Now, even in school, they teach your child how to call 911. Just because you hit your child, they can call police on you. I'm like, that's wrong. So you tell me that if my kid doing something bad, I cannot scold my kid because he's doing something he's not supposed to. And he gonna put me in jail for that?
Yeah,
that's why a lot of this kid too. That's why they see that too, and they choose to do whatever they want because they know their parent cannot tell them nothing. They become bad, doing bad stuff.
Yep.
That's why you see a lot of kids growing up and end up being bad.
Yeah, because they're
it's not the parent's fault. Then who they blame is the parent. It's not the parent's fault.
Yep. Listen, having a good dad in a household is very important. Having a dad, the leader of the house, the provider and the protector. You know what I'm saying? But having both parents in the household is extremely important. For me, I have one child. Of course, she'll not be on this podcast. Maybe when she's older, we might sit down with her. But I must say to you, 16-year-old, beautiful, smart young lady. Sometimes not having a dad in the household every day, it is bad, because then there's so much that could be said. There's so much that, as a good dad, the structure that you create, the understanding of how a child, especially for me, having a girl, the love and understanding of how she can, grow into society and not chase the bag and do all this craziness. Because we know, listen, it's 2023, and this has been a thing ever since the late 90s. This let's chase the bag. Let's
look at what girls do in general.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just for money, embarrass yourself with just
promiscuous.
Man, it's crazy,
man. Come
now,
on.
Even marriage too, bro.
Yeah,
now people marriage, there's no love in the marriage no more.
Yeah.
people married, choose like divorce after just to
Yeah,
get money.
but 75% of divorce in America is caused by who?
Woman,
The woman filed for it.
woman.
You know what I mean?
Or the guy
But-
wasn't enough.
But
the
think
guy wasn't doing
yeah,
this.
but think about it. If they had a dad in the household, though, they would understand the value of a dad, so they wouldn't be chasing away the dad. You know what I mean? And they would have more morals and values and want to be treated like their dad treated them.
Yeah.
So they would understand the dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the government incentivize them as well. You know what I mean? The government say, hey, you can get alimony, you can get child support, you can get this, you can get that. So they created the monsters.
I know women what now to this day. They want to get pregnant by the guy just because the guy got money so they can put the guy in child support so they have money from that.
Listen, all the men out there that, understand where we're coming from with this, and we're not trying to listen. We're not trying to do a gender war, but all the men out there that do understand and that are good dads that want to be in their child or children's life that are being, held back by the system or the government or the court. Comment in comment on this and let us know. You know what I mean? Because listen, who feels it knows. By the end of the day, if you feel it, you understand it, we want to hear from you. All right? Listen, it's been a blast getting to know you on our first episode of the podcast. Sassy and I, we're gonna be talking continually on good topics and keeping y'all informed with the next one coming. All right? We love the support. We're gonna ask you to like, subscribe to our channel and our podcast, and keep us, help us to grow.
And thank you for watching us and listening to us, what we gotta say. And there's more to come.
There's very much so more to come. Love, brother.